What happened next will stay with you forever. She gently held out her hand, and a tiny bumblebee climbed right into it. She brought the bee home, named her Beatrix, and made a safe little home for her. Soon, she realized one of Beatrix's wings was badly damaged. She would never be able to fly again. Yet every single day, Beatrix kept going. She would crawl around the house, and whenever the woman sat down, she'd climb onto her hand and quietly stay there while they watched movies together. For 12 unforgettable days, an unlikely friendship grew between them, and when Beatrix's time finally came, she passed away in the same hands that had rescued her.
What if I told you that a bee with a broken wing could teach humans something that even psychology textbooks struggle to explain? Well, at first, this might seem like just another wholesome animal story. But if we look a little deeper, there's actually some fascinating science behind what happened. Let's start with the biggest question. Why did the bee keep climbing onto the woman's hand? Did it actually love her? Well, probably not in the way humans experience love. Bees don't form emotional attachments like dogs or cats. Their brains are incredibly small, containing fewer than a million neurons compared to our roughly 86 billion. That means they don't process relationships the same way we do. However, here's the catch. That doesn't mean their behavior is meaningless. Animals, even insects, are surprisingly good at learning patterns. If one place consistently feels warm, safe, and free from danger, they'll often return to it. The woman's hand became exactly that, a safe environment. Instead of seeing a giant predator, the bee repeatedly experienced food, warmth, and protection. From the bee's perspective, the woman's hand may have simply become the safest place in its world. And honestly, if someone gave me free food, a warm place to relax, and zero responsibilities, and yeah, I would probably keep coming back too. Another interesting point is the damaged wing. Many people think a bee that can't fly has no chance of survival. In nature, that's unfortunately true most of the time. Flying isn't just transportation for a bee, it's how it searches for nectar, escapes predators, returns to the colony, and helps pollinate flowers. Without flight, surviving in the wild becomes almost impossible. That's why the woman's decision matters so much. She couldn't restore the bee's wing, but she removed nearly every challenge that would have ended its life immediately. This also teaches an important lesson about kindness. People often think helping only counts if you completely solve someone's problem, but biology tells us something different. Sometimes, removing just one obstacle can dramatically improve an animal's quality of life. Vegetarians see this all the time. Wildlife rescue centers see it every day. Even humans experience it. We can't solve every problem for the people we care about, but reducing even a little bit of suffering can make an enormous difference. Now, here's something I find really interesting. Humans have a natural tendency to assign emotions to animals. Scientists call this anthropomorphisms, our habit of interpreting animal behavior through human emotions. When we see the bee climbing onto her hand, it's tempting to think the bee loves her. Maybe. Or maybe the bee simply learned that this giant creature never caused harm. Ironically, that explanation doesn't make the story any less beautiful. In fact, I think it makes it even more meaningful, because the woman's kindness didn't depend on whether the bee could understand gratitude. She helped anyway, expecting absolutely nothing in return. And maybe that's the purest form of kindness there is. So, So next time someone tells you that helping doesn't matter because you can't fix everything, remember this tiny bee. You don't always have to change someone's entire life. Sometimes making one day a little safer, a little warmer, or a little happier is already enough to change their world. And honestly, that's a lesson worth remembering. Whether you're a scientist, an animal lover, or just someone trying to make the world a slightly better place. So what do you think? Was the bee actually forming a bond with the woman, or was it simply responding to a safer environment? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.